Now, another two has said to us, and also said to the government, we want our property to be acquired. We want our property to be acquired. 2 lots. The owner of 2 lots want the property to be acquired. So 16 plus 2 is 18. Okay? Now, another 3 lots, okay, they have taken the points of agreement. I have signed the points of agreement. Now it is with their lawyer, and they are waiting to send it back to me after they have, gone through carefully what they are signing. 3 lots. So let me repeat again. 16 plus 2 plus 3, that makes 21 lots already more or less agree. 16, okay, confirm. But the others is, okay, let's not take them as confirmed, but they will move towards it. So, 2 want to be acquired. So that's 18 already out of the way. Okay? So, if you take 21 minus, how many? 18. Alright? So, basically that's another 3 that's in progress. Where they're waiting to sign. So the only balance right now, out of the total right now, is only 3 lots that don't want to talk, don't want to do anything, but they insist on realignment and not seeing the real reasons that we have been providing. Okay? Instead, they have been spending time to, provide very misleading information. When I say a majority have signed, they say, oh, a majority have not signed. So it's difficult. So we cannot continue like this. Because as far as we are concerned, the intention is very, very sincere. We don't want to acquire any property. We don't want to demolish any property, any private property in this area. We want to try and maintain and enhance this area. Because it's an important tourist area. It's an important area for Kuala Lumpur. Because you see, you just imagine, when the MRT is done, okay? If let's say a tourist takes the MRT from, say Bukit Bintang. They come down to the station of Bukit Bintang, take the MRT and come to Chinatown. The minute they come out, they see a different Kuala Lumpur. The old Kuala Lumpur. And I think that's very important for tourism. Huh? But last Sunday, people are talking about, hey, the 3 buildings that we want to, the MRT wants to demolish to construct the station is heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the building. If you can just go out there and look left, you can see the building. I wouldn't want to claim that it is heritage. But there's a lot that can be done to better this place so that this whole area can benefit from the MRT. Like this, take for example, coming to this place. One obvious thing that you will find is that parking is a problem. Parking is a big problem, unless you come by taxi. Huh? So if the MRT is here, that problem will be automatically resolved. People can use the MRT, come out of the station, and you are in Bukit Bintang. And when you finish what you want to do in Bukit Bintang, you can take the MRT and go back to where you want to go back to, or where you came from. It's as simple as that. And this is what we call progress. This is what we call development. This is what we call putting Kuala Lumpur in a better footing, in a better position. Now, we're not about to lie to you. The last thing that we want to do is lie to you or deceive you or whatever. We want to communicate with facts and figures. Whenever we say something, we have a reason for saying it. Whenever we do something, it's not for the worse, but it's for the better. Because whatever said and done, the MRT project is a project for the people. This is a rakyat project. Everybody should benefit from this project. But here, we are only looking at the interest of 2 or 3 people against the millions of people in Kuala Lumpur. Is that fair? So, to me, I would advise all parties concerned, let's look at the MRT objectively. let's look at the MRT positively, and let's develop this into something that we can be proud of as Malaysians, as people who live in the Klang Valley and in Kuala Lumpur. This is something that we can be proud of, because we can tell the world, hey, come to our city, come to our country. Our facilities are just as good as any developed country in the world, or even better. That's what we want to tell the world. But instead, what's going out today is, oh, the country wants to develop, but people are against it. Okay, the reason is heritage. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we had, as I said, we've had many engagements. Okay? We had many engagements. And the last engagement we had was mediated by Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Nazri, our Minister in the Prime Minister's Department. And this happened on the 7th of May. Sorry. This happened on the 26th of April, sorry. Okay? Recently. And I was surprised. During that engagement, which we have a video of, which we can give you a copy of, a lawyer representing, 6 lots, stood up and said, hang on, you tell us that you want to do heritage, but we don't want heritage. After all this while, saying it's all about heritage and heritage and heritage, the lawyers of 6 out of these 21 lots stood up in front of Datuk Sri Nazri and said, we do not want heritage. Heritage is not an issue for us. We just want to get this done. So, I'm hearing too many views here. And a lot of these key points that are being raised are differing from one lot to another lot to another lot. So, what we are trying to do is we are trying to resolve all this. But in resolving all this, we don't want the situation to be taken advantage of for objectives that we don't know. Okay? Because our objective is very simple. Our objective is to tunnel through Jalan Sultan without acquiring private property, without demolishing private property, make sure that we tunnel through as quickly as possible, and this is only going to happen in early 2014, this tunneling through. Okay? Not now. But we want to agree now. Why? You ask me, why are you in such a hurry to agree now? Because, as I've said many times before, I want to quickly agree so that I can go to the government. I say, look, I have already spoken to all the lot owners in Jalan Sultan that are affected by the MRT, and we now agree that they will support this project and they will allow us to tunnel through. So can you please, Mr. Government, please withdraw your compulsory acquisition process so that we can forget about all this. And that's what I want to do. That's why I want to do this as quickly as possible, so that I can go to the government and say, please stop the compulsory acquisition process so that, you know, the people there can be at ease that their property will not be taken away. Right now, because it was started well before MRT Corporation came along, I cannot stop it. I don't have the authority to stop it unless I have a good reason. And that good reason is by signing the mutual agreement. Then I can go to the government and say, we have signed a mutual agreement. This is legally binding. Now they're allowing us to carry on with the project. Please withdraw the compulsory acquisition. And this is over. Story stops there. And then we can work together and spend productive time thinking about how do we make Chinatown a better place, instead of fighting this for no reason. To me, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of resource, and it doesn't do it's not good for our image.